I have been dreaming about this set since it was released earlier this year. Let's build Andrea's modern mansion. Alright, it's time to get started. Now, this set came with 2 of these big books. It came with these 2 extra bags that have extra bigger pieces in it. A sticker sheet and 17 bags, numbered bags. So this is a big set. And we're going to get started making a friend. It does not tell me the name of this friend, so I'm not sure exactly who we're building. I'm trying to find her torso. There's her head. I do know that this was a big deal when it came out because it says friendship reunion on it, and my daughter got very, very excited because she said it was like meeting friends from her past, from her childhood. And so I have not been near as much into this world as my girls were when they were young and little, but I guess this is a big deal because the friends themselves have kind of grown up now, and they've got some of the old friends and then new friends in this set. Oh, we're going to build the car first. But unfortunately, they're all new to me because I wasn't paying that much attention when the original ones were coming out. But I think that's really, really sweet that they've allowed those girls from the first, or those friends in general from the first series that came out, to be grown up now and kind of bringing them back in. So that's pretty cool. I'm guessing that this one, I believe her name is Andrea, did pretty well because she has quite the mansion here. It looks like she's coming in from Malibu or something. But it's an absolutely gorgeous house. It's definitely something extra special, and I have been kind of keep going and looking at the display and at our local Lego store and hoping and wishing. It's been kind of on the list, but there was so many other sets that we were trying to get to that this one kept getting pushed back. I'm very excited that we were able to pick it up. We actually were not going to. Well, we were going to pick up the Castle Bed and Breakfast. It was released not that long ago, and we actually had it in hand, and we're going to the checkout, and they had a big pile of, I don't know, sale, I guess, sets. I think that sometimes they get them in, whether it's a damaged box or someone's returned it, or I think there's just different reasons why they can kind of be put into this little side area, and you can kind of get some great deals that way. And this one that didn't have a percentage off, what they actually had was it had extra points if you bought it for the Lego Rewards, and it had triple the points on it, and that was enough for us. I kind of snatched this one up, and I got my dream friend set for the year. I'm so excited to bring it to you guys. So hopefully we can build together. The problem is I don't actually know where I'm going to put it. It's pretty big, and so I'm going to have to scramble and find a spot for it. I don't know if this car is like kind of its own version of something in the Friends world, or if it's actually copying a car we know. The first thing it makes me think of is like a Lamborghini, but I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. Oh, she's a pop star. That's the reason for the fancy car and house. She did make it big, didn't she? All right, first sticker of the build. the sticker sheet isn't huge. So that's a good sign that it's not completely overwhelming with tons of little pieces or stickers to put on things, but there's still quite a few. We're building the tail lights here or something. We saw a car the other day when we were out driving. Did you know how you have flashers on your car? Well, this car, their main front lights were doing the flashing thing. Not the proper lights that are supposed to be doing it. And we're like, oh, that's really wired wrong. I'm not sure why. And it didn't look like it was in need of assistance or a problem. It just was driving around with its main headlights flashing. Whenever they put these two pieces like this, it always makes me think of a bow. Wait, where's the other one? It's always funny to me that they'll make, in sets like this, they'll make like the vehicle first. I don't know why, but it'd be like the last thing if I was picking how it was going to be built. I'd always build the car last. Because it has nowhere to go. It doesn't have a garage or, oops, came off. Anywhere to go right away. Oh, I guess if the friends need to run to the store or something, they would have a vehicle though while their house is being built. So maybe that's a good reason why. This coral color looks like a pink on the instruction manual. It's much darker, so I start looking for an actual pink piece and I'm like, oh no, wait, that's the coral pink. This piece first. I think there's only going to be room for one in this car. But I guess she only needs one in her car. It's just her. I have never seen these wheels in that coral color before. That's cool. While I was smoothing out the bags and kind of organizing them by number, I spied a lot of cool pieces. Let's see, this goes underneath here. And I'm wondering if they might be kind of new, or at least new to me. Excited to get into this and spy some of those. So this hinge goes this way, and then the other hinge, it's kind of funny how they're doing that, goes that way. It's an interesting colored car, isn't it? There we go. Put those little wheel wells, that's what I call them. I'm not sure if that's the proper terminology for them. All right, this is interesting. We're going to have to figure out how to get this right. We need the right angle, which I think it goes like that. And then this one goes here. Oh, I've never seen that done before. Although I don't build up a lot of cars. We're only doing that one. We're not doing the other side yet. I haven't built a huge amount of like the Speed Champions, so that's probably actually something that's very familiar if you build those, but it was new to me. Making this guy solid. Oh, okay, down here. Don't put it up on the white. Not getting a great visual of how this is going to look. It's kind of looking weird at the moment. But I shouldn't be judging because I know it's going to be awesome. That's a cool way to hold the steering wheel. This guy is complicated. Look at that angle. I'll spin it around. Put it in there. And now we're going to do that other thing that we did. Wheels keep wanting to roll away. So this goes like this, and then let's make sure. I think that's the right angle. Yeah, okay. That looks like the opposite. Makes me kind of wonder here if this build could be challenging. Maybe we shouldn't be underestimating anything here. They could really have thrown some hard building techniques in, so I think I'm going to stay on my toes. Oh no, where in the world did you come from? I did put those in somewhere, but maybe I just picked it up. I hope it didn't fall out from the middle. I remember putting two of, oh, it did fall out. Okay, I was like, I put two of those in, so it goes over here. Must not have been down in all the way. That's probably too much of a coincidence that I put that in and then it just appeared like it was falling. Yeah. So those actually connect into these black ones. Wow. That's fancy. That's really cool. Actually getting a little bit nervous because I'm thinking that we are really going to have to bring our A game here to the building table. I don't think this is going to be what we would consider to be a super easy build. It's going to give us a good challenge, I think. And that actually gets me nervous and very excited all at the same time. Two more of these. I'd like to see one of these driving on the road. You'd stop and stare, wouldn't you? Oh, this is funny. She went out for donuts. Put the donuts in the box here. Put the lid on. Maybe she went to a French bakery and picked up some donuts. Actually, she could have gone to the little bakery that I just built recently that they released. I really do need to set up my friend's town. I'm trying to find a spot for it in the house. I'm going to put her donuts back there. I'm trying to figure out where this connects to. Okay, right there. Ooh. I guess this comes off. It doesn't hinge or anything, so I guess you just pull it off when you want her to go in. Or whoever's driving it. Yeah, you just pull it off. Maybe this is her assistant. That we put together over here. I'm surprised it didn't have a name with it. So I'm hoping that I wasn't just supposed to know that. I'm going to have to get my daughter involved. Although she says she's not as familiar with the new characters as she is with the older ones. Seem to have given us quite a few extra pieces. I wonder. Huh. There's extra of these. So I'm going to double check that that's actually right. And I didn't forget to put them somewhere. Because, oh, I did. Where did they tell you to do that? They're going here. Like those pieces they don't give extra of, but I don't know where they said to do it. How did I miss that? Oh, it was step 35. Totally didn't see it. Went right to the donuts. All right, we're ready for bag 2. I had to dig into the extra bags and pull out these 3 pieces as instructed. This is very interesting. That is a new piece to me also. We are going to start building this house. I think it says mansion, doesn't it? Yeah, this isn't a house. Way too big. So it looks like we're going to kind of use this base plate to help, but they didn't give enough base plates for the whole thing to be made from just these, so we must be adding on quite a bit. Goes second one in. Well, now we're going to get fancy right away here. Yeah, it's that piece. Now, how do we hold this thing? Put 2 of them on. Wonder what we're building. Maybe it's part of the garage? I'm going to guess wrong if I guess, so I'm just not going to. I love the colors that always come in the friend sets. It's just so colorful and fun. It's like a picnic for your eyes. This slides into here. And we're going to do the same thing that we just did. Yeah, putting them facing that way. Very interesting. This goes behind the white 1x1 bricks. I don't have a clue. Not a clue. Give it some room over here. I think we're going to need a lot of room, actually. But this set. Going to work over here. It's got me doubting myself a little bit. Keeping track of everything. At least it doesn't have a huge amount of pieces. Yeah, because we forgot that. I forgot something. Hopefully you didn't. This is a black tile. It doesn't have a huge amount of pieces on each step, but I'm kind of trying to really pay attention to make sure that I'm getting all of them. It looks like we're building some rock work up over here. I like this color right here. It's like a kind of a darker tan, sand color almost. And this is going to go back here. I am hoping that you cannot hear Teddy Joe just snoring away in the bed right beneath me. I'm telling you, she is just such a snorer. It is kind of funny. But sometimes I'll be trying to go to sleep at night. I'll be like, Teddy, you have to stop snoring because I can't sleep. Just kind of making this wider as we go around. It's interesting how they do that. Stick that green one under there. Now, what are we going to do here? I'm going to put a whole row of pink going down it. And a little sloped piece. I'm having so much fun already. Now this is supposed to go in to there. There's something about the French sets that are so much fun. I can't quite put my finger on it exactly what it is about them that just makes me feel like I'm playing again. Because so many other sets, it's like, I don't know, I take them seriously, and with the Friends sets, I just have fun. This has to be the garage. I think it just has to be. I'm probably very wrong. Does it connect in? It doesn't say that it connects in to this row of yellow studs, but I think it does. Can you make the car? I'm wondering if this is so that when you pull a lever, the car actually shoots out. Oh my goodness, that would be so cool if it did that. Now I'm going to get my hopes up. And who knows if that's what it does or not. But at least it's a good guess, right? I'm thinking it has an elevator in it. I'm not sure exactly why I think that. I think maybe I saw some pieces that made me wonder, and then maybe it was from looking at the pictures online of the set or something. But that would be awesome if it did. Imagine having an elevator in your house. I don't actually care for elevators. They scare me really bad. I'm just always afraid I'm going to get stuck in one. So if I can avoid being in an elevator, then I'm probably going to be in a light one. That's a lot of fun colors. We're going to build up 2 of those. This bag went together way faster than what I thought it would. And I love this dark orange. Pink, red, and orange. That makes a really cool combination. 2 of these. Where do you go? Down here like that. There is a lot going on here. Those go there, and then, ooh, it's a good thing those are going on. I'll hold all that together. Make sure we get it on good and tight though. Very neat. Wow. All right, that has to be the garage. I'm thinking a garage door there. And then something that shoots the car straight out. Those are my guesses. And we're on to bag 3. Uh-oh. I think we're going to build something that has some sort of movement to it. There's way too many pieces to not have some sort of function going on that probably creates a movement. That goes up on top of there. Some grass. Now let's see, I just built that Technic car. And this looks really familiar. All of these pieces. I'm like, no, not again. Actually, it wasn't that bad. I actually really enjoyed doing it. It hurt my fingers somewhat, pushing in all of the pins. But I think that's probably just my problem. My fingers are definitely reacting a little bit more to the lupus, and so it's probably just that aching in the joints that cause it to be a little bit harder for me. But I just kind of tried to take my time and not stress too much, and it was okay. But otherwise, I think I actually enjoyed it. Odd. Oh, I just threw a piece. That was going to be important. Now, where was I? I think I was putting this one in. But I have to be careful because I can't like it too much or I'll do something silly and actually go pick up that crane, that big crawler crane. I never will forgive myself. For 2 reasons, for spending the money or having to build it. I think it goes back on these last 2 here. Okay, it shows it just sitting on top of there, so that's very weird. Gonna leave it. But I want it to work. When you start whining at your Legos, you're in trouble. I told you I played with these. This wasn't even on both sides, but I think it's correct. One more. We kind of live in a drab world if you think about the color of the cars and the houses, and I mean just in general. Maybe that's why this world is so much fun. They're not scared of color. I think I'd be the first person that would be scared of color, you know. It's like when you're going to paint your house or something and you decide to kind of go with a bold color. Everybody's like, oh, you're not going to want to do that. And so we kind of feed into that. But sometimes I see it in the magazines and stuff. Somebody just puts really bright colors in their house and stuff. And I'm like, why do we not do that more? It would be so cheerful to wake up every morning and see all of the fun colors. Now, what do? You go this way. This is kind of interesting. Now this, it's going to flip around and go on this part right here. That's a fancy little piece, isn't it? Now what have I done? Uh-oh. Let's walk these back one more. There we go. security guys. They don't let anything come up once they're in there good and strong. I don't know why that is. They're stronger than if you just had top connecting pieces. It's going to be very exciting to see what all this does when it's all working. I think it goes, yeah, the orange goes closer to the front there. Looks like they have it facing this way. And we're going to do 3 of these like this. I told you we were going to need that piece. One goes next to this green thing. And 2 go back here. I'm wondering if this is the garage door. Now it fits in. This is what's really confusing to me. Where does it fit in? It's just fitting on top of these right here. Just like that. Wow, nice door. Reminds me of something fancy. Well, yeah. It would, oh. I just popped it right out. Okay, wait a minute. What have we done? What have we done? So this is here, but then this goes up. It's easy to pop it out like that. So that definitely opens up the door, but it doesn't. I have it spun like this. It doesn't do anything with this ramp thing going on back here. That may have to come into another bag because I don't see any more connection pieces that could make that work. I'll make this all where it won't flop up. Now where do they want? I think it comes in front. Yeah, okay. I was trying to put it farther back there for a second. I was like, but I think it's up here right next to this green part. And one of these, where you go? Oops. When I put him back on wrong. Oh boy. Now I have an issue. It's all coming apart on me. It fell down. Okay, I gotta fix my rock wall here first. And then it goes into this first one. My fingers are like butter. They are not working well, and then this goes here. There we go. Probably trying to make it to where this part doesn't come flying off. Hold it down securely because it has torque. Is that the right word? Being used on it. Yeah, that'll make it nice and secure. Okay, we should be able to use that hinge to open up the door now. So we pull it down. There we go. Wait a minute. I think the whole thing's working because when you push it, do you see that? It pushes down just enough on that. If you don't push it down, it doesn't, but if you go ahead and, I wonder. I'm gonna put our car in. Okay, let's test it. Let's see if we open up the door and push it down. The car did move. There we go. Okay. We're going to try it again, but this time I'm going to make it to where the car's not so far back. It works! I thought they would connect into this, but they didn't have to. Okay, it's better if the car, see when it lifts up it stays up, but when you push the car back in here, the weight of the car, let me show you. You push the car in, it pops it down. And it didn't seem to work as well when the car was all the way in the back. Oh no, it does. You just need it all the way up. That is so awesome. Okay, I'm gonna stop playing and move on to bag 4. I feel like such an idiot. I think this is Andrea. Which would make sense that she would be the first one to build. I'm like, wait a minute, they're not telling us the names of any of these characters. So I look on the outside of the box and I'm like, oh wow, okay, so you're showing your complete ignorance. I think this is our main person here. This is her house. Now for bag 4, we do need this larger gray base plate. So we'll set that down there for a moment, and we're going to build another mini doll. And I do know that this is Autumn. This one I do have figured out. But I think I'm going to have to look up all of the dolls and figure out exactly who's who here, because they are not helping me out by putting in their names. I think they think I should be smarter than this, which I probably should be, but I'm learning as I go here. So I'll have to have a little bit of grace given for that. We got a whole bunch of pieces going down here on this bottom part. It looks like we've moved on a bit from the garage, and we're going to build up another part of the house. I'm sure that they'll all connect later on. I still find it amazing how they've been doing, oh no, this goes over here, how they've been doing these base plates where they take small ones and then they're kind of putting them together. I love kind of watching it happen as they build it up and really trying to learn the technique here. Let's see, put some thin ones on. One of the cool things that this set has is that pool that's kind of built into the house. Wouldn't that be something awesome to have built into your house? I wouldn't mind that. I think that was all for that step, right? Let's see, we're going to move on. A lot of brown pieces in here. I wasn't expecting that. I'm not sure why. I think it goes like that. I think it's because when you look at the box, it's all so colorful that you don't think brown would have a place. Did I get everybody in there? Yes. I'm not sure which part we're building yet. It had a picture here at the beginning of it, but I'm going to be honest with you, I really have no clue what it is. It almost looks like, is there like some sort of gardens on the side or something? I am not sure. I had to be patient and wait and see, I guess. Kind of looks like the stairs are kind of worked into this area that goes up in the house. Like how you'll have to go up the stairs to get to the house entrance. At least it looks that way. Oops. That goes there, and then we need this here. I probably should put this down to do it. Oh, now I'm going to have to. Just going to connect it into there. Oh, we've got a nice big place to work off of now, don't we? That made that really a nice, tight, secure connection. they're putting in some of these translucent blue pieces. And I almost wonder if there's like part of the pole going down here. But I didn't think it reached that far down, so we're going to have to just see, I suppose. I think it'd be really cool to be able to design your own house. It's always kind of been a dream of mine. Be able to make it just like what you wanted. I would definitely have like a greenhouse in mine, so that I could grow plants all year long. A pool would be nice. I think I would probably prefer it to be where it was like not necessarily always exposed to the elements though, because there's something about, I don't know, bugs and pollen and leaves and all that kind of stuff that get in it. I know you have to clean them often to keep all that out, but maybe if it was indoors it would feel a little cleaner. Now I sound like a germ freak. Suppose I am a little bit. Did I get, yes, got everything in there. I'm so worried that I'm gonna miss pieces. Let's go there. It's getting really big. Goes there. I was kind of confused on which part it overlapped, but I think that's correct. This bag is just going really fast, isn't it? Laying down all this foundation that I kind of can't really tell what foundation pieces go into which part of the house here. It'd be cool to be able to build up on top of it all. Got some grass going down here, I think. Our landscape. I love landscaping. Ever since I worked with my dad in his landscaping business. Oh my goodness. I just love it, being able to go outside and actually just kind of change up an area. I've done a lot to our backyard because of that love. Kind of worried, but those are not supposed to all be extra pieces, but they're saying so, so we will move on to bag 5. 5 is a big bag. Can have another friend, and this one I know because I have met him in some sets recently. This is Leo. He's got some wavy brown hair. He looks pretty cool. I'm down here with everybody else. Looks like they're spinning this around. Oh my goodness. Putting down a lot more of these base pieces. I'm wondering if there's a part of the house back here. It's like a room or something. But I'm not sure. I don't even think I have a clue what's inside this house. All the different rooms and such. That would be cool to discover. I don't know how I have room for that. I could build in all my pieces down here. It's crazy. Try a little different angle on my camera to see if that will actually help a little bit with being able to see my pieces and the build at the same time. Here. I have to do a little build up of something here. See, we need 2 of those also. They go on this end. We'll breeze through bag 4, but bag 5 may take us a minute longer here. got a lot more pieces in it. Nope, I need streaks. I like this blue color. That's really pretty. This is really interesting to me. What's being built here? Oh. But I'm really convinced that we're really working on the pool down here. It's a big pool. Now we're going to build up a little something separate here. I saw something recently online. I showed a picture of a mountain cabin, and then it had another picture of a beach house, and it said, which one would you pick for your dream house? And I thought it was kind of funny because it's kind of like that seems to be the two things that everybody wants to either pick between. Either you want to in the mountains or the beach, and they're so opposite of each other, which is probably why they're always compared to each other. I just kind of found it interesting. And I think Matt and I's dream would be to have a small little place at both of those locations, and so you could kind of go back and forth when you retire. Wouldn't that be the dream? The picture with video, I guess it was a video more than a picture, was showing really big houses at both of those locations, but I definitely wouldn't need a very big house. Something small would be just fine with me. A little mountain cabin and a little beach bungalow, I would be just content as could be. Now where is, I need one more of those dark blue. Here it is, flats, and it wasn't in there. I feel like I'm making a bed. I wonder if I actually am. Sure looks like one, doesn't it? Now they want, okay, they want us to actually slide it into there. Yes. Slid a bed under what looks like the water on the outside. That's pretty funny. Getting more and more excited to see the inside of this mansion. That goes there. Oh, we were supposed to do... No, when were we supposed to put this piece in? Just one. I was thinking we had to stack it up, but it was just one piece. Well, that can't be a bed because I just closed it in. When I finally figure out what that is, I'm probably gonna laugh because it's probably pretty obvious, but I'm just not picking up on it yet. Did I get everything in there? Yeah. Now we're gonna put in some clear pink pieces. This is really different down in here. One of those. Oh, I love those clear pink colors. They remind me of candy. Now we're going to cover that hole. Oh, it does pull out. Maybe it's one of those beds that, you know, can like recede into the wall or something. That's pretty cool. There we go. Push that down nice and snug right up on top of there. Building up pretty quickly. It doesn't feel like a modular build, I kind of thought maybe that it would. I'm going to spin this guy around. That goes in right there. But it definitely has its own kind of feel to it, the style of building. Looks like some more rock structure going in here. Which is kind of nice, but it has a little different feel because I like the modular building, but there's something about it that kind of, I don't know, it almost gets a little bit boring is really the wrong word, so I shouldn't even use it, but it just feels maybe a little bit tedious, and this feels a little bit more fun. Really building up this rock here. In the build that I'm working on my own, I'm putting these kind of pieces in, these clear kind of blue pieces, and then I'm building up gray rock structures around it, but letting it peek through just like this. And then inside of, because I'm building up these columns for a cave, and inside of it I'm actually, oh, this was supposed to go down here. Putting in blue fairy lights and then little blue crystals on the outside. So it kind of looks like the stone or the blue rock is glowing. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Although it's definitely challenging to work with the fairy lights because they kind of want to go everywhere and you're having to like bend the wire to make them behave, and they do not want to behave. Two of these go up here. Let's see here. That goes there. Put this little topper on that guy. It definitely starts to build up kind of quickly once they get to going on making a wall or an elevated surface, though. Goes there. I think it went by pretty quickly, that bag. Not bad at all. Just a few more pieces. I think all these little layers of green we're putting in are supposed to be like grass or something. Wow, okay, bag 6. There's a lot of blue in this bag. Now let's see here. Where do you want us to put this curved piece? I think it goes right there. And that goes there. Looks about right. So many of the translucent pieces. I don't know why, but I think these are just probably some of my favorite. There's something really special about it. Ooh, our bed slid out again. I want us to turn this around here. We're going to be working back here. I'm going to be bold enough to say we're definitely working on the pool. 4 of these go in here. Let's see, one more of those. Where are you? I found 4 of them really easy, and now I can't find the last one. Oh, here you are. He was hiding. That's kind of funny. He's just plopped right in the middle there. Oh, move him over one. Here we go. I like how it goes down and they're giving this illusion of water. that goes down real deep, like it's a really deep pool, when in fact it's not going to be that deep. But you probably wouldn't want to, chuck your mini doll down there really deep and then not be able to get it up as easy. This is actually kind of genius to be able to have the illusion of it being a really deep pool, but your mini dolls don't sink down too far. Okay, we're going to put 8 of these all along the edging. Hide 2 more. I was so excited to build the pool. I'm surprised we got to it so quickly. It makes it fun. I'm going to tile out the top here. And those. I'm going to shift focus from our pool here, and we're going to work down in this area, I think. This is the area I'm confused on. I need to just stop and look at the box, but I'm trying to figure out what this area is down here. What feature it is in the house. And because I don't know, it's bugging me. This is funny, put that little curved piece in there. That goes there. Wait, we need one more of the curved pieces here. So it said 3. Building up some white walls, a lot of white walls. I'm very convinced that we should build houses as colorful and fun as this one is. Makes my house look so boring. But our HOA would never allow me to have this kind of color. Oops. That was supposed to only be 4 long. Yeah, I think that's correct now. Just want to make sure I got all the pieces in there because there was a lot of them that just went in there. I wonder what this little area is going to be for. Kind of like a hidden compartment we're building down in there. Yeah, it might be the steps. Let's see if we can get this going. I think this might be some steps. What set was it on? Was it the police station? The modular building? It was one of the more recent ones. I think it was the police station. They had the steps go in and you built it up, and then it was so cool. They got attached sideways. So like you built it up like this, but then when it went like this, it made the perfect stair step. It was crazy cool. See, they've got this going on here, but then put this underneath. Oops. My hand slipped. It's a little weak. I'm sure it's going to get strong here in a minute. Another one of those down here. Oops, nope, we need that. I was like, that's a huge step. Well, we weren't supposed to jump that far. And then we're going to tile on. The black is cool. Anytime you put black with bright colors, it's just stunning. Funny how that is. I just want to double check something. Like, why is this left over? I feel like maybe I missed it. Now this is going to be put into here, and I think we're actually going to push it down. Wow, that's cool. Look at the black up next to all this blue. Ooh, so nice. I don't have a place yet to put this building, but it is looking so gorgeous that I'm going to have to find a place very quickly. Oops, I was supposed to have this in here. I'm not sure where I missed that. That's okay, we'll get it in now. My guess is a garden. Maybe even a garden with a water feature is kind of being built over here. So now we have to figure out if I was correct at the end. I think half the times I'm right on, and then other times not so much. Now this goes in this hole down here. It's pressed in. Nice and snug. I have it with the hole going upward, and then put it in here. And squeeze that down in there. Oh boy, we're going to attach it to the garage now. It says to spin it, so I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to be looking at it from the back. So I'm moving these things all over the place. It's going to go this way. Yes. We're going to lift it up. Got some pink ones we can attach here, and there was a brown one there. Oh, it got really big very quickly. Look at that. Now they have one other thing they need us to build. Now where does this go? Oh, it goes back in here. Give one more secure connection point. I'm getting so excited for this house. It goes through some instructions about how we can put our car back here and shoot it out, but we already figured that out, didn't we? All right, on to bag 7. This is a nice big bag, and we're going to start out with making paisley, I believe. She has this hair piece that really covers up one of her eyes. I've met her in some recent sets that I've been picking up this year. Just kind of got big, almost looks like bell-bottom pants on. There's quite a few mini dolls that come in this set. And this is just getting bigger and bigger, isn't it? Now what I don't know, didn't pay close enough attention to the box, is how many stories this is. The house is, I don't know if it's 2 or 3. I mean, it might be 3 if we consider if it has a basement, but trying to figure out exactly where they're wanting us to build this up here. Let's see here. We're going to be working over here now. It's cool from down here. You can actually see the water. I don't know if that's going to be something that is closed up or is going to be visible in the house. That'd be kind of cool. Give an underwater part to your house. I am very suspicious that we're putting in an elevator or a lift over here. Let's see. That goes right there. I did take a little break between the last bag and this bag, and I did a little bit inspecting on the front of the box, and this is like a garden. I was going to say castle grounds, but that doesn't make, this isn't a castle. I've got castle on my brain. No, like a little garden area. I am actually trying to figure out how to set up a full table Hogwarts diorama. That's why I have castle on my brain. But I have a feeling it's going to take a while. It might even take a few years to get everything, all the sets that I want to combine, and hopefully some of the new ones coming out that I'm hearing rumor about, that they might be actually maybe kind of releasing some of the castle parts again. They just released the, oh, we've got to put stickers on these, the Great Hall again. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe if I can start collecting, I might end up actually having a really amazing castle at the end of it. Now this says Andrea on it, so this must be her songs, her album that is being listened to, because she's a pop star, right? That's kind of cool. Oh, it's supposed to be hung this way. I'm going to turn everything around. Thank goodness we can just flip them and it still works. And then put that down there. Oh, we're going to have to put some more stickers on. Let me see here. Put this on first. Number 5. Sounds like this is her music room or mixing room or something. But that's kind of funny that there would be a pull-out bed in it. It goes down here. Hides a little entrance to the bed. We're doing a whole bunch of the stickers all at once. Now we need number 1. It's definitely like a recording studio. Oh. I'm going to go back to my old standby because I'm starting to put them on bad. It's got a lot of fun pastel colors in it. This goes up here. Now I'm going to build a microphone and stand. These are the parts that I love. Start to build some really cool stuff. Fun stuff. So that goes in there, and then let's see, we need a little microphone. That goes there. How funny is that? I'm trying to figure out, does the bed? Yeah, it still pulls out. Kind of funny. Can't quite figure out why there's a bed in this room. I thought it was going to be a little bedroom, but it's multi-purpose. She must spend a lot of time down here working on her song, so if she gets tired, she can just take a little break. Purple. I think this is like a little bookcase or something. It's a lot of really nice colors worked into that, isn't there? There's a little shiny part, so I think it's supposed to be gold there. Ooh, I bet this is an award. How fun is that? I think maybe if we angled this, oh my, now it doesn't want to angle up for me. I think it was supposed to be kind of at an angle, instead of straight on like that maybe. I feel like I'm failing here. If you push that in too far, then it won't actually go down. Well, let's It's not exactly the way I wanted it, but it's okay. We have a little letter here. Cute. Now where's this gonna go? It's gonna go on this wall right here. And then start building up this wall over here. I didn't realize there was so much white in it, but I probably said that before. I love those black steps. They're just really stylish. I don't think of decorating in black very much. I don't know that that's a common color to decorate in, but it can be so stunning if it's done right. So it looks like in the room, they are going to allow the water to be kind of showing through here, which gives it really a cool kind of feel to it, like an illusion that you're underwater. And now wait a minute, I'm afraid I forgot something. I need to go back to this page. I got distracted with the water. I'm wondering if they build a light kit, if one of the companies that does the light kits that you can put into the Lego sets, I wonder if they've done one for this, and that would actually be really interesting to see how that would look, because I have a feeling with all of the water and all the different lighting stuff in here, it could be really cool. I just went and took a quick peek, and I could not actually find it advertised anywhere for a light kit for this set, so I'm wondering if somebody needs to get on top of that, because what did I do? Oh, I missed a whole page. Okay, I need to do step 165 because I was over here getting distracted with lights and missed a whole row of these guys. They want me to put the step on, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now, wait a minute. We can't do it right if that's on. My brain's all scattered today. Now we need one more piece. We need this to go in somewhere. This goes here. There we go. Wow. How can you mess something up that bad? I easily can. Seems like I have one really good day, and then the next day I'm an absolute mess. Nothing in my brain works. I think she might get a lot of fan mail. See, these are always hard to snap in, and I can never figure out why that is. This has a sticker on it. Let's see. Number 90. It goes right there. Oh, is it crooked? Oh, not enough to care. Ooh, I don't like that though. So there's different kinds of little envelopes in here. And then it looks like it goes this way, so you can get to it from here. Kind of like the house number and then the mailbox at the same time. Very smart. That there. Oh, those were really crooked. I'm going to try that again. Really crooked, but they don't want to move. This is a nice long piece. It's gonna go. this needs to pull back one because I need to be able, oh my, there we go, okay. I need to be able to put those all the way across, and I wasn't going to be able to. Kind of cute. It's like, I wonder if like you're supposed to put the letters in through here, but how does the mailman get up that high? This is a cool piece. This is I'm not as familiar with this one. I've seen them, but I haven't seen them this short. They're usually a little bit taller. So this is going to go here. Just one of them. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to put a little 1x1 brick. There. Okay, and then the second one goes there. That makes a lovely stair railing there, doesn't it? I just love the way this house is looking. It's just so beautiful. Very well designed. Looks like we're going to build a separate little plot of land here. I think it would be cool to buy some land. And not even have to do a whole bunch of building on it or anything, just to be able to have like your own personal forest somewhere. I'm trying to figure out if this goes, yes, it goes back there, so it has an overhang, I think, because otherwise these wouldn't fit on just right. There's a lot of leaves here. I think we're going to start making some sort of plant. Let's see here. I wonder where this piece of land is going to go. I wanted to double check and make sure I got everything right in there, but it looks like I did. I love the colors that they're building into the rock and the land. There's no gray in sight. That used to be kind of the standard thing that rock was built out of. We're going to make a plant here. We're going to make two plants. We're going to do this twice. So it looks like they've got the blue leaves kind of angled sideways and up as you spin it around. Like that. That's pretty cool. And then take these little quarter circles, put them facing straight up, I think. I'm wondering if it's supposed to be like a succulent of some sort. And that goes up in there. And then we're going to make another of the same. Wait, we need purple. Same one, and then I think we're going to do it again, but we're going to do it with a little bit different coloring. It's a very cool looking plant. I would never have thought to do this. This combination of pieces. Makes for something really cool. And then this one goes, it looks like down here. And now we're going to use purple to do the same exact thing, just with different colors. If this is a succulent or cactus, it is in full bloom, isn't it? Some very colorful bushes otherwise. Let's see, they have this going here. Isn't that cool? Put a couple little green leaves down here. Let's see, they have one blue one. Where's the blue one? That goes up there. Pink one there. And a purple. Oh, it's like a... Oh my goodness, it's a rock wall. So it's going to fit into here. Did not see that coming. Wow. That is so cool. Now they're going to have us just put in some more leaves with little flowers on it. Up along the wall. And then down here too. I love that. And we're going to make one more of the same kind of thing that we made. Our special plant here. Go down the bottom. How beautiful is that? It's amazing how just the smallest little feature can really kind of upscale your build. It just takes it to a whole nother level, doesn't it? And that goes down here. I just love that so much. All right, bag 8. So bag 8 says we also need these 2 pieces. This funny looking thing I've never seen before. Put those over there, and we're going to make, I believe this is Olivia. She's got this adorable blue skirt on. Let's see, her face has to be in here somewhere. There she is. She's got glasses on, I like that. Has braided hair. She's very pretty. Now let's see, she has... It's like she's got a phone on a selfie stick. That's adorable. Maybe she's in charge of, maybe she's from the news, or she's a... Put her down. She won't stand with that. Maybe she has a blog or a vlog or something that she does. Keeping up with the pop stars. Let's see, we're going to start building up this next layer, it looks like. Oops. You have to push those down securely, otherwise your whole building can end up getting compromised. A bit. Let's see, I think that's all for that page. There's some really, oops. There we go. One angled piece wanted to pop forward. There's some really interesting pieces in here. I'll show you in a second, but I want to check something. I don't like the way that piece is sitting. To make sure that it's in there properly. Yeah. I think it's good, but then we pop this off. Everything's good now, but look at these little corkscrew things. That's crazy. There's 2 of them. I can work on some plants first, though. I'm looking for some leaves. I'm not seeing them. Oh, there it is. It's just hiding. Goes there, and it looks like we're going to do another one of those. It's got to be a little succulent. I like the way they've done the plant life in it. And this is fun because it's like, I don't know if it's like a floaty or if it's like a life preserver. But it's going to go in here like this. It's probably a tube to hang out in when you're in the pool. Figure out how to get that on there right. Where are the holes? There we go. Oh, that's funny because you could actually... And then they actually float. Oh! Bopped his hair off. Oh my. Yep, he's just going to chill in our pool for a bit. Here's the ladder. Get into the pool. That's so much fun. Let's see, over here. What are they wanting us to do? Kind of all over the place, aren't they? Keep having us flip it this way and that. Now we're supposed to build up 2 of these. So one of them goes here, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, and it'll go over here. There you are. Tried to lose the piece there. Then there's a gray piece there. That's interesting. Here I was saying they weren't using gray for the rock, and we got a little gray piece built in there. Make sure that's all popped down securely. I'm going to work right here, but I'm trying to find the piece that they're talking about. Oh, I was looking for it in white. It's in that brown color. I wonder what that color is called. I'm not as familiar with this color right here. It's kind of like a tan, but it's got like almost like an olive kind of coloring to it also. Probably just going to seal all of this up over here to kind of make it look like the landscape, so we hide all of that mechanism we built into it. I'm going to hide that gray piece after all. I love these pieces right here, and then the inverted version of it, because you can just do so many things with building rock and landscape up with that. So many cool elements that you can do. I've seen some really exquisite builds that people have done using those pieces, and oh. You need a lot of them, though, to do really cool stuff. And unless you're going and kind of picking them up from, either Bricklink or Pick-a-Brick, you don't come by them as often as you'd like, just in random buckets. These funny little pieces are going in here. Wonder why. Kind of a curious piece to put in right there. I can't believe we're almost to the end of this book. I can feel every time I turn the page it getting closer. Oh yeah, a whole nother one to go. So we've got a lot of stuff to build. Now this is cool. Put these in, and then it's got These are like a support system. I want to make sure I got everything in. I didn't. Because it's going to be important we have all of the base work down here. Because this is going to go on top of here. And these are like structural supports that they built in. I love that. I like it when they have houses on cliffs and then you see these kind of supports that have been built up. There's something about the angle of them or something holding up a building that I think is really cool. It's not wanting to push down for me. There we go. I just had it a little off. There's so many different parts you're connecting to under there. Really want to make sure that you're connecting everything so that it's on there real flat. I think I have it. That goes there. We're ready for another level. I'm pretty excited here because I'm pretty sure that we're going to be building the elevator here in a minute. I think that's what this is actually, because I think that these go down in it. Feels very new and exciting, and I'm getting really excited to see how they do this. But of course they're going to make us wait till the last minute. Aren't they? It's just because I'm impatient. Oops. That goes there. It's like the lower part of this wall has some... Where are you, piece? Oh, it's a long one. It's a long one. I was looking for a 4 long. I'm not sure why I thought that. But it's kind of interesting. It's like it's going to have a dark layer to the bottom of it. And I figure it's going to get really bright and colorful after that. Oh, no. No. I meant to take just off one of these. It goes on top of it, not beside it. Then it goes like that. I need one more of these. Kind of funny, they'd be windows that would be really, really low if you were in the house. You'd be standing above them. That goes there. There just never seems to be a dull moment with this build. It seems like I'm always putting in something that's kind of exciting. These face the opposite way as the other ones. Oh, this goes on this green part right here. Okay. Reminds me of a rainbow house, but in like the most exquisite way possible. Feel kind of like you're, you know, a very beautiful unicorn could live in this house, I think. Top to our garage. Now they're having us put the pin in here, connecting these two together. And they're telling us to put it down to that black, I'm going to spin it around here, to that black rod in there. Oops. There we go. It's in there. We're going to put it down to that black rod there. Wow. What I can't figure out though is okay, how it goes up and down unless you just turn it yourself. It just has it. You can push it and it'll turn. Okay, bag 9. I'm feeling a little bit confused because it's like really hard to like push this up and down. There has to be something that we're going to connect later on that actually brings that up and down, because otherwise you're trying to cram your finger in there. It doesn't work very well. So there has to be another step coming on later where we can spin something and actually make that elevator work, because that would just be very annoying if you had to try to do it from the way that it is. But I am very much so going to assume that there's something very genius coming on here in a little bit that'll make a whole lot of sense out of this. Oh my goodness, is this a rug? Now, there you go. It's hollow underneath, so when you push down the pieces, it kind of gives a little bit. I'm afraid I'm going to hurt something. Another thing I can't figure out is there's not access. It doesn't. There's just like this little hole right here. But it's like, is that how they get into their garage? Or I'm guessing that's how they sneak into the garage, because otherwise I thought that was the door, but then the elevator spiral thing took up that whole area. We're going to do a whole bunch of plating right here. Here I am, all confused. I'm sure I'll laugh at myself later on when it all comes together, and I'll be like, well, of course. What is this piece? Oh, it's like a little, it looks like a martini glass or something. Do we need another one of those here? I did that wrong for a second, but I didn't. I just forgot that little one piece. I wonder why we're building this up so much. It's like a little wood floor here. I'm hoping to be able to actually create a friend's city. And wouldn't it be cool to build up an area like up on a hill or something, and then the mansion be up on it? Some really cool houses that they've been releasing this year was this one, but then there was also one other one that had like 2 houses in it that I really liked. Would like to pick up. I don't quite have this space yet to put up a whole city, but I'm trying to collect as many pieces as I can so that when I do, I need a blue, not a green of that. I do have a spot open up then I'll be able to have all my little pieces that I need to, or all my sets to build up a really cool city. I'm wondering if we're building up the hot tub, if there is one in this. We still have rooms that our kids are using while they're in college. And it's so funny because I'm not sure what most parents do. But I'm envisioning a couple of years from now, when those rooms kind of open up, then I'll have more space to put up. Like a displays. Oh, like a world's. My kids think I'm a bit of an odd parent. But I'm like, I'm eyeing your room because, you know, I could set up, in this room I could put up a big, you know, Hogwarts world. And in this room I could set up a big city or a friend city, or they just look at me. Just like, oh, Mom. When my son didn't need his room anymore, I am proud to say that I did turn that into the guest room. I didn't immediately put just a whole bunch of Lego builds in there. Look at that. That's awesome. That is a hot tub kind of on the side over here. I love that. Pull that back around. Put 4 of these up. That looks really good over there. Definitely gives the illusion that the whole building is kind of hanging over a little bit. Oh, that just went flying. Didn't quite get it on just right, and yeah. Wow. So like glass chairs. Not sure I'd want glass chairs. They're probably more like that. Plastic. Very, very modern feel to this. I'm definitely not modern in my style of decorating. I love it for this. But in my house, I want everything to feel like has a story. Has been aged somehow. And if it looks brand new, I'll figure out a way to do something to it to age it. I also love repurposing pieces of furniture, giving them a new life. There was this chest. It's not really a cedar chest. It was built a little different than that. It was almost like a bench that opened up to a chest also. Somebody had put it on the curb. They didn't want it anymore in our neighborhood. Look at that table. Fancy. And Matt saw it and he was like, oh, yeah, she'll probably want it. So he rescued it and brought it home and he said, would you want this? I think that they had put it outside. It had been sitting outside for a while or something. There was, kind of mildew on it and really kind of beaten up. And I thought, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's, the wood inside, is preserved or if it's really damaged too far deep into the wood. But I started to work on it. I had to kind of sand it and clean it up and stuff. And it actually was in really good shape. It was just that top layer. So I don't think it had been sitting outside for too long. Such a beautiful, beautiful piece of furniture. And I got it all cleaned up and stained and sealed and just a really special piece. Well, they're all ready to have dinner, aren't they? Or it kind of looks like dessert. I think there's 4 of these. No, there's 5 of these. And this little topper. These are the pillars in the house to hold up the next level of the roof. Going to put a doorway in here. Kind of weird to me that there's like this layer in there, but I guess because of the way that curves around, they probably have to do that. I would think that this wall would go right up against the elevator, but probably has to do with something else we're working later on with it. Okay. We're going to go right to building up the walls here. That was fast. Oops. Oh my goodness. Okay, we are done with book 1, and we'll move on to book 2 and bag 10. I've been actually thinking about this little bed that slides out in here, and I'm wondering if maybe it's like a spare guest room, you know? You have some unexpected people, then you kind of have a place to put them that you wouldn't necessarily normally have otherwise. But that's just my silly theory. Looks like this might be a little stage that we built up here. I guess if you were a pop star, that would actually make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? That might be a drum. But I'm not sure what this is. Ooh. Slippery little piece, wasn't it? We have some gold roller skates here. That goes in that thing. You know what? That might be the bench for the piano that looks like we're going to build next. Looks like the keys are printed on. There we go. There's one of them. Need another one. There's a whole bunch of blank tiles here, but then 2 of them are supposed to have piano keys in it. There's the other one. Maybe we're going to make a baby grand here. I think Wally wanted to get something that he wasn't allowed to have, so he's fussing a little bit. He has the funniest little noise when he's asking for something. Can't tell you how many times he still stuffs his toys underneath the couch or bed or anything that he can find just to play the game of trying to get it out. And he becomes so dramatic when he can't get it out. It's like, you're the one that stuffed it under there. I can't figure out if he thinks he can get it out and then gets frustrated when he can't, or he knows that we're going to come get it out, and so then that's like the whole part of the game. I haven't quite figured this pup out yet. It's a very white piano. Sure we hold it the right way here before we put it on. Huh, that's really cool. And then you can have a whole little mini concert here, can't you? That's really awesome. The microphone's just right here close to it, I guess, so she can sit. Oh, this is the seat. That's the pedals. Gosh, I should have figured that out. I thought these were drums. They do kind of look like a drum. Now, I have been trying to figure out how they did this part of the house that has that curve. This is what they use. It makes a lot of sense because I was really trying to picture the piece that they were using to make these curves, and I just couldn't. I'm going to do that 6 times. It's like a light bulb going off here. Because you can see on the outside of the house, they have these really dynamic white curves to it. I was like, what are they using to create that perfect of a curve? And now we know. There's so many different pieces. I should actually try to look up and see how many different bricks that Lego actually has in their current production. It would be a lot. And it seems like they are adding on more and more. This just gives so many options. Now, they're telling us to put them, let's move this a little bit. So we're putting them on the black little rim that we built in there. We're just going to stack them right up. Move my hand out of the right there. Just like that. Now look at it from the front. Yep. That's beautiful. Oh, I never thought of using that piece. That's really cool. I wonder if we're going to do that. Something like that on this side, or if there'll be something else. Oh no, there's something else that's got a big window. Put that in. Such a cool house. There we go. It's fun to do something that has the more modern feel to it. But wait a minute, we need something special here. So to grab one of these pieces. I think we're going to build the elevator up a little bit more, which I was down here earlier trying to lift the elevator up with my hands and complaining that, oh, surely they're going to put something in. But the truth of it is that all you have to do is spin this corkscrew here and it comes up. So I'm sure there's probably going to go something on the top that actually allows that to happen. Silly me. I wasn't quite connecting that spinning that would actually do the trick. I'm definitely slow sometimes on figuring things out. Put in some tile floor, teal and purple. That is not a combination I would normally put together, but it actually works pretty nicely. It's pretty. Looks like one more here, and we got that tiling done. It looks like we're going to build up a little, I don't know, it almost looks like a bar or something. Oh wait, that wasn't supposed to go on. These are supposed to go on first. Like a little sink and it's kind of funny that they're putting in purple bricks. It's awesome. And then I think it's like a little sink here. Where'd it go? never seen purple bricks. Assuming something you could probably paint. I almost put in a brick floor in my kitchen. And I chose to put in slate instead. But I sometimes wonder if I should have put in the brick. I like the look of it. I guess it goes right here. Yeah, it is kind of. It's like has little cabinets and come and get you a little drink. It's kind of funny that there's like a sink, but there's no like faucet. There's not much to this level. It's got the pool. It's got the dining room, the little concert area, little stage. But I guess they're supposed to get through that. That's like, that's a tight squeeze. They fit, but barely. Talk about putting a piece of furniture in an odd spot. I have, I get very, what's the right word? I get a little OCD about furniture placement. It's like, I've been trying to figure out exactly how we're going to place the 2 new couches that we've gotten. And I just get really fussy. It's like, oh, no, that doesn't work. No, I don't like it there. It's like, I don't know. It's like this piece of furniture here. It's like, no, that doesn't work. You can't block an entryway. Actually, that could be a fire code violation. But I guess in a brick house, it's tolerable. You know, when you're a kid, you don't think about those kind of things. You wouldn't even think about the fact that that's too skinny to get through. You just play and enjoy every moment. Your imagination runs wild. You don't need doorways. You can just do whatever you want. And us adults come in and we're all fussy about it. Put a sticker down. Maybe we should learn to go back to being a little bit more carefree. I think this is like, yeah, this is awesome. It's sunscreen. It's like a little bench that you would put, oh wait. Put this on first and then the sunscreen goes on. To the pool. You get into the pool that way. I guess you can get in 2 ways. You can go down the ladder or go down the steps. Let's put these here. It doesn't have us put any glass in or anything. Just kind of interesting. I don't know that we lose imagination as we grow older, but I think we just kind of transfer it maybe to different ways of viewing things. Maybe for more realistic things or more practical things. Now, how is this going in? It's really overhanging. That's pretty cool. It's like a little overhang. This goes here. Over the front door. That in there. Get ready for the next level. Now, this piece is left over, and that cannot be right. So where did I miss this one? I missed him on the top of this little piece of furniture I was fussing about. This makes that flooring more secure. Now we're ready for the next bag. We're going to need one of these with bag 11, and we're going to build the young child that's in this set. I believe it's Andrea's daughter, if I've got this all correct. And I believe her name is Imani, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Oh, she's cute. Look at her little. But she, pigtails up here. She has a bunny. There's her bunny. Her bunny's almost as big as she is. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, we'll put her over here. Her bunny. Kind of looks like we're going to build up like a whole section kind of separate and then put it up on there. I'm seeing this right at the entrance to the step here. No, that's a 4 long. Where's that? Kind of, all this white kind of makes me think that it was like potentially built stucco. This is in the wrong spot. He needs to come in there. It's kind of what I'm feeling like that it might have been. Wally has a rubber duck. It is his favorite toy in the whole world. It's everywhere. He actually has a couple of them. But his favorite thing to do is to actually drop them off of something and then complain because they're on the ground and not up with him if he's on the couch or the bed. I have a feeling he's dropped his rubber duck somewhere and I need to go retrieve it. If you give him a second, sometimes he'll get down there and do it himself. He's such a lazy boy. He thinks we should just get his rubber duck for him. This goes up here. It's so funny because I'm not sure why he likes to get up, drop it off, and then look at you like, why don't I have my duck? Are you going to give me my duck? It's like, get down and get your duck yourself. You dropped it off. This right here. Oh, we need a sticker, and I think we're making a bathroom. That is really, really funny. Because this sticker has a rubber duck in it. Oh. Wally would be so happy. While he's fussing about his rubber duck, we'll try to fuss about putting this sticker on. Oh, I hate it when they're inside of something like that. Well, I'm actually happy with that. Surprising. And our rubber duck's going to go in there. And now we're going to make a little toilet. It still makes me smile every time I find another toilet in a friend set. They seem to really like to put the bathrooms in these sets. And I think it's awesome. It's just not something that you used to ever see in Lego sets. And then the Friends line came out and bathrooms started to pop up. And it always gives me a good chuckle. Put this door in. And it only seems to have a toilet and a sink in there. Not really a bathtub or a shower. Almost looks like we're building up a little toy car. wonder if we are. Kind of looks like we're building up some shelves. Maybe we're building up the little girl's room next to the bathroom. I remember when my sister and I were younger, we got so excited because we needed a new shower curtain. And we went and found a pink flamingo shower curtain. It was vinyl, and I did not want to go in. It was see-through, so it was clear, except for where these giant flamingos were printed on it. And we thought it was the best shower curtain in the whole world. Walk in our bathroom and see these big old pink flamingos. What have I done? We need another... Oh! It's supposed to go on the black piece and not the blue piece. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Like... Yeah, so some little shelves there. I don't think I'd put a big flamingo shower curtain in my bathrooms now. You know what, though? I could be wrong. You never know. I might be find one, and it might make me feel very nostalgic and put one back in. Not sure what Matt would think about that. He may not be quite as excited to have a big pink flamingos hanging out in the bathroom. It cracks me up when they have flamingos in Christmas decorations now. I always want to pick up a Christmas flamingo. But recently I've become obsessed with Highland cows. So that's what's been being integrated into my Christmas decorations. There's something about them I think I would really like to meet. A Highland cow. But I kind of like cows in general, so we need to put a sticker of a puppy. Let's see. Oh, it kind of looks like a drawing. Like a child's drawing, maybe. To this, maybe they framed it. Yeah. This has to be a kid's room, I'm pretty sure. That holds her pins. Another sticker, number 19. It's a cushion on her stool. I'm going to go ahead and put its base on. A little off, but not horrible. My daughter and I were out shopping a little bit ago. We needed to run into some craft stores. She needed some permanent pen markers, a project that she's doing. And so we went to a store, and it was got, a whole bunch of stores in this shopping area. And we were in the store, and everything was fine. And then the power went out. We were in the back of the store too. But they had some, I think, emergency lighting, and then we could still, the big front windows at the front was still lighting it up enough that you could see. But it didn't come back on, and so we were like, well, I suppose we'd better have a little bit more. She's got like a space bed. Maybe go out and come back. And so I had overheard somebody saying that the whole shopping area had lost power. I was like, oh, great. And so we decided, you know what? Why don't we head over to another craft store that was in another area? Maybe they'll have power. But getting out of the shopping area became a nightmare. It's kind of a horrible designed area anyways. It's like a little spaceship. Yeah, coming out of her bed. What is that? And it's like kind of tucked away, and it has 2 outlets to get in and out of it onto the main road. But it is just, that goes up there. At Christmas time, you just shouldn't even go into this shopping area. It's just, you will spend 30 minutes in a store and an hour trying to get out of the area. I'm not sure whoever designed that was thinking there about it being very easy getting out of this place. Well, all of them, the stoplights were not working. And so I'm like, we're actually never going to get out of here. And so I thought, okay, how can I do it where I'm going to make all right turns? Because we're never going to cross traffic on that 4-lane, main road. Can I stack 4 of these up and then put a couple little plates on top? And I thought I had a brilliant plan, and then I realized, okay, I'll turn right. I turned right out of it, got onto the main road, and then realized that I was going to have to turn left to get back going the way I needed to go to the other store and back where home was. Tried to get in an area, turn left, and realized we're never getting out of here. The traffic is so bad in this area. And a policeman was sitting in her car and just not doing anything. And I'm like, you've got to get out and direct traffic. It's so bad. So she finally did come out and start directing traffic, but then she started doing it in this really weird way, and she kept completely forgetting about the people on the main road that were supposed to, make their turns right and left. And she kept worrying about the side roads and then letting just the straight part of the main roads go. And I'm like, this is not going to work. You're going to have to let people turn. And she finally figured it out, and we were able to turn and get out of there. And then I was able to stay on back roads enough to not have to get back on the main road to wiggle around where I needed to go. It was an interesting little out-in-town adventure. And then I think everybody had the same thought that we did, and everybody decided to go to the second craft store because the other one was closed. So that got really busy, and I don't think they were expecting it on a weekday like that. So then the lines were getting really long, and they kept apologizing. We only have, 2 cashiers. We're so sorry. And it was just kind of, I decided after that we were eating lunch out. I'm going to just kind of do a little bit of unwinding. It's funny how traffic can stress you out. I don't do horrible in it. I could probably get a whole lot more stressed, but that was a little bit stressful though. So I thought, I'm not sure what to do if they never actually let me turn left here. How long you just sit there? This goes up here. It's always exciting to have a little adventure though, isn't it? I'm making all these connection points outside of here. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with them eventually. I'm sure we'll probably do something. And these are not even here. When you put this down, there's a step down to it. So I peeked at the box, so it looks like we have a basement, a first level, second level, and then there's some stuff on the top of the roof. So we have a lot to go. A lot of building to do. Let's see, where are they wanting us to put this? This goes up here. It's interesting, that piece has some marking to it. You don't normally see any pieces with damage. Coming out of a new set. That just doesn't bother me because the quality is so fabulous. Pretty much any set you get from Lego, that a little tiny mistake here and there just doesn't really ruffle my feathers. All right, back 12. I'm gonna keep working on this right here. I'm gonna put a whole bunch of these little things. I call them grill plates. I don't know what they're actually called. Look at little grills. A whole bunch of them in here. It's kind of like wood flooring or something. It's kind of weird. It almost feels like, though, I'm trying to find the right words. You know how you can have around some pool decks? These are really in there together. Around some pool decks you kind of have where it's like really slatted so the water can go through. It's kind of the feel I'm getting here. But I'm not sure if there's water up here, because we already have a pool and a hot tub. Oh, just pop that piece right off. Bunch of those. That's a color I don't see them in very much, though, that nougat color. So it's kind of cool. Maybe it's just like a sunbathing area. I miss being out in the sun so much. I'm not allowed to anymore because I have the, I believe it's called photosensitivity. And I miss the sun. Doesn't even work to wear sunscreen and cover up. It still seems to be a problem for me. I think that's all. 9, and then we're going to stack them up. Make sure I counted those right and we had enough. That's a way to get some paneling on the outside of your building, isn't it? That looks pretty cool, huh? Oh, we're going to put in some pink windows to the bathroom here. I like those pink windows a lot. That's not something I'm used to seeing. That's beautiful. Wow. It has a very modern feel, and I actually really love it in this set. The use of these pieces in this set is so genius, and I'm so excited to work with them. This is one of my favorite Lego brick pieces. I don't know why. I think it's because one of the very first sets that I ever had, let's see, we needed 2 orange first, had these in it. It was this old, like, Arctic Explorer thing. I don't even know what it is. I need to look it up, and actually, I don't have the set, unfortunately, anymore. But it had this, and it had this big Arctic exploring kind of vehicle. I don't even know exactly what it was, and it had these on it, like it's a garage door, and it came up and then rolled down, and oh my goodness, I just fell in love with those pieces then, and there's been no looking back. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Now they're using them as like window shades or something. These are going to go under here. It's kind of funny. This goes there. I think these are supposed to be straight on though. I kind of angled them. I'm going to fix that. They're not telling me to angle them. I don't want to mess up the look at all. I don't know what we're doing here. I just feel like it's like a whole roof section, but that doesn't quite make sense. Let's see, we need this piece, and then they're putting, I think they're, oh, okay, it goes from the top. I think it's going where the angled part is on the inside, because I'm not seeing it on the outside. That would mostly make sense. Now, wait a minute. No, I think I'm doing it right. I got a little bit concerned there, but oh, it's not a part of a roof, it goes here. But first they want us to do some plating on it. It's like a fancy part of the window. Pink and black is such a win. So beautiful together, especially this brighter pink. That is going to go. Okay, it's got to go up so that it matches up with this, and then it'll meet all of its connection points. That is one nice looking window. This portion of the building has been really highly decorative. That into there. Oh, fun. Look at these colors that we're going to do. Wait a minute. To put this pink one in. So there's a darker orange. There's a red, a darker orange, a lighter orange, and then a yellowish. It's going to go in that order. It's kind of slowly drifting into the next color there. Wow, so impressed. We need one. Oh, there it is. He was hiding. We need one more clear one. This is going to go up here on top. We're going to have to zoom up to be able to see that. All right, I think, sure we have everything pushed down there. I think it's going to go right up here on the edge and make sure it's all connected in. That's kind of scary. Propped up there real high, isn't it? My goodness, this is such a really cool house. I'm so impressed. All right, let's move on to bag 13. We're gonna build another of our mini dolls, and I believe this is Mia. She's got like a blue metallic shirt. It's really pretty. Oh, red hair. 2 of my kids have red hair. Something we were not expecting, because we don't, my husband and I. But his great-grandmother, or their great-grandmother, his grandmother does. And so we need this piece too. We were not expecting to have 2 redheads. It's been a lot of fun, and we love having that special aspect about them. I put these in, and then I'm going to go back and put the little ones, these little bow tie pieces that are so cool to tile a floor with. What a fun room to have if you were the kid. Let's see. I've done something wrong. That one shouldn't be there. It should go down there. Really love this coral color right there. And then we're going to fill it in like a peach. Which is an unexpected color combination, but it looks really good together. Kind of tricky getting them turned the right way, these little quarter circles. And if you put all the other pieces in first, then they go in and they kind of fit perfectly into their spot. It's easier trying to get them straight and then put the other pieces in. Go that way. Like a carpet or a rug. Oops. Trying to get away from me, it didn't want to go in. That's really cool, isn't it? Beautiful. Right. Now, first I'm going to put these pieces in. We have another one of those spinny corkscrew things, so we're going to be putting that in. They want us to spin it around first and do a little bit of work up here. Let's see. I wonder if we're going to put some more of those curved pieces in. That's a very bright, cheerful color. Right, so it's gonna hook onto this black part over here. And then right there, it's got a gap here, which is kind of funny, but I'm sure we'll probably cover it up. Oops, forgot to put that piece on. Make sure I put that in the right spot. These pieces are going to be tricky because it's when I all of a sudden feel like my hands are too big to hold the piece and then not fly out. Very open. Lots of glass in this house. I think that's where the elevator runs up through too. I can see out. So we're going to make 6 of these. So we are making more of that curved wall effect. So just like we did last time, we'll make 6 of them. It would have been kind of fun if these had been in the rainbow colors too, versus just being white, but I think the white adds a touch of elegance to it too. So it's not all, it needs it to neutralize it because of all the bright colors. I think keeps it classy that way and elegant. More, I believe. So we're going to stack those up on top of each other. Finish out this wall here. Excited to see our elevator come together and work. An elevator in the garage, they made some really great interactive features in it. We're going to stick this up here on top. There it goes. There we go. To the first one. And in a little bit, they've got us moving it all over the place again. And now we're going to put probably our last piece of the mechanism to create our elevator in here. That piece goes on there. Yeah, we're sealing it up, so we're probably going to put something right through one of those to make it work. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize it was completely out of the camera what we were doing there. I put those two pieces on top, and this one has the holes in it, so I was saying we were going to probably put something down into there. We're going to keep working up here for a minute. And hope that we're not scared of heights, which I completely am. I don't know the exact placement of this gray one, so I'm going to put these in first, and then that'll tell us exactly where it goes. Yeah, it overhangs. That's what I was suspicious of. That's what I thought. And that goes right there. I'm not sure if these are like running lights that help so you can see, or what it is, these little lights that we're putting in. I'm guessing that this is probably the highest part of the house. Gonna go up here on the blue, and there is a spot right up here, a gray spot that we can connect it to. Okay, we can, we're gonna have to put some pictures together. Gonna make sure that all of the holes are lined up. Inside of these things there's a little bitty hole where the panel goes into. Uh-oh, what have I done? It's supposed to go like that. Light green, dark green, light green. See? It does not want to go in there. Why are you being so stubborn? There we go. So I'm going to put those in, but what's really weird is, oh, it is supposed to be pink. I'm like, I only have a pink one, not a white one. It is supposed to be pink. And then we're going to put some pictures, family pictures. Let's see, we need 4. Isn't that sweet? They're putting family pictures up. It's a little tricky down in that little recess. I think it's okay. It's a little bit off. And then 13. Now, if I knew these characters and their stories better, there would probably be a lot of things that were sweet in here, sentimental to people who've been watching them, but I'm afraid I probably don't know these characters well enough to know exactly what these pictures are telling us. That goes right there. Oh, we're going to build up a whole nother wall piece here. This one's going to be a little bit different. Put that into there. I'm telling us to go ahead and put on 14. Building this up different than the other one, isn't it? Oops. It's slipping on me. Oh no. Okay, that's probably okay. Okay. And they say to put the sticker in this. I think this is a family shot. See if I can just do this without the tool. It's always so much trickier when they're recessed into something. Because like that. That's pretty cool. I like how they've built up this whole wall here. And then one last picture. Let's get that snapped in. Oh boy, I am going to use the tool for this because my finger's going to be way too big and in the way. Isn't that sweet? Oh goodness, we're not done yet. We're going to put these on and then we have to put stickers on them. This wall is like... Exactly. It's... No, it didn't go that way. It's very easily broken. I'm sure once we get it in the building it'll be fine, but let's see. Number 23 goes on to the coral. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know if it's like probably like an award or something. And then number 24. Probably like plaques and stuff. Important moments. Accomplishments. I guess more so than moments. The pictures are the moments. Maybe these are the accomplishments. Right, that's all on there. It's just going to fit in right next to that. That should make it pretty secure. I'm sure we're going to put something on top of it too. Isn't that a cool family wall? I've never seen anything like that in a Lego set before. It's very special. Now let's see, where are they wanting us to put this? It goes back in there. Like that. Building in some very interesting little structural supports here. I paused for a second because I was trying to figure out where this all goes exactly. Oh, let's see if we can get that pushed down in there. Right, there we go. Wow, okay, now we're ready for bag 14. All right, we're going to build another mini doll, and I believe this is G1. If I am saying that wrong, please accept my apology. And I believe that he is, if I've caught up on the Friends gossip correctly, I believe he is Andrea's partner and the little girl's dad. Not sure, but I think so because they're like in a family photo. So let's hope I've got that all right. Now we're going to need another one of these in order to work on this next level. It looks like they've got us kind of doing what we did here, where we're building a whole room up and then we'll attach it on. Let's see here to make sure those are straight. I'm gonna run those. So it only goes, looks like it goes 5 down. I hate it when they're not in there straight. Oops, they're alternating. I knew that. This little piece goes down here. I wonder what room this is going to be. Oh boy, we're going to have to work this tiling all the way around it. What is this? It's like a little bird. It's like a parrot. I have never seen this before. I didn't even know it existed. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my goodness. He is adorable. A green bird. It's gonna go over to like that, so then I find I can keep him a little bit straighter if I work down the line like that. One more. Such a bright colored rug. A lot of black in this bag though. Down to there. Let's see here. These whole bunch of doors. I'm gonna put them back here. They're kind of in my way. Trying to find the pieces I need. It's always tricky when you first pour a bag out because there's so many pieces and you have to kind of weed through it to get to what you need. But then as you start using up more and more pieces, it starts to go a whole lot quicker because there's not that many pieces left, so you can see them easier. I have a feeling we're going to have some of those fancy colorful shutters on this one too. I feel like we're kind of setting it up to have it. Those in. Then it's a very yellow room. One of my favorite movies is Glass Bottom Boat with Doris Day. And in part of the movie, she's at the guy that she's falling for his house, and he's got a guest house, I guess is what they used to call them. And he's got the green room and the red room and the blue room. It always cracked me up because I was like, do people actually decorate houses where there's like specific room colors? I could almost do it just for the fun of it. The little hinge there. Let's see here, what are we doing? Oh, we're making an angled flooring. There we go. Open that up a bit because it's going to go in here. Kind of keep that secure there. This mesmerizes me when they work with angles. Another hinge, where does that go? Oh, it goes up here. It's all white, I can't figure out where they're trying to put pieces down. I think that's right. Yeah. I don't know why it's confusing me. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here, but I don't think I did. I just kind of anticipate that I'm going to mess up somewhere. I've got a lot of these clear, yellow, translucent yellow quarter circles here that they're going to make a little pattern going down this thing. But it looks like they're going to alternate the rounded part. If that makes sense. Give it a super cool design. Pretty cool, isn't it? And That goes on backwards. Goes there on the wall. Oops. It's a little crooked up on top. Don't want it to be crooked. They have, it's a very big window. I'm trying to figure out which, it must be this one, but why does that feel a little long to me? No, I think it's this one. Yeah, that's way too long of a plate there. That in there. I love the idea of windows in a house instead of it all being closed up. I like you'd be able to really open it up and it'd be very bright. And I suppose it'd be more enjoyable if you had great scenery around you and you weren't just right up on your neighbors, but I'd love to have house in the woods somewhere and just windows everywhere. I'm gonna do this 2 times and they're gonna, yeah, these little things are what was holding our colorful shutters, so to speak. Little garage door piece. These are gonna go down here. Do that twice. They have all these pools and hot tubs and stuff in this set, but all of our characters are in normal clothing. So you have to stick them in. They don't have bathing suits. They just have to swim in their clothes. You'd think of something that had that much water built into it, that they would have actually put at least 1 or 2 of the characters in bathing suits. I realized my guy's been hanging out over there. Leo's been hanging out in the water for a while in his cute little cargo pants and hoodie. Goes in there. That should be at the same height. So I think I didn't count something right. Yep, there's supposed to be 5 of these. I only put 4 down. Now we're at the same height. And we can do the next step. That's where that long piece goes into. Oops. See, what are they wanting us to do here? They're wanting us to fill this up. These gray pieces, then it can be... But on my book, the spine is real tight, so I can't see on the edges. I think it goes like that, and then we do... Oh, we haven't worked with dark purple very much. Yeah, we're going to put 8 of these across this. So we have the top connection point. I wonder, could it possibly be an exercise room? Just a weird little thought. Goes all the way across and hangs over. And then this, because this is on just one end of it. Now, I was going on a little funny. Each of these little areas has really been built different. I don't feel like anything's being like really copycat or anything. Maybe some of the outside elements that are giving the general overall feel of the building, but there's just a lot of cool stuff going in everywhere. Here's a lamp. Wow. I mean, a lamp from the 70s. Oops. Put that in that little hole. Nope. Oops. It's got to go back one more. All the way back. Now we need to put a sticker on this. It's its mirror, I think. Funny looking. Instead of it being shiny like most of the mirrors are, it's like got a reflection shimmering off of it or something. Goes up. I did something wrong here. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I just pulled that out from under it. The trick is, will I be able to get it back in? This was in one. I had this part with these 3 pieces on top, but it's actually down one. So now let's see if we can. Okay, a little sneaky trick. And now we can put that in there. And it'll line up like it's supposed to. Okay. I don't know how I missed that. I think I got mixed up when I counted them wrong. Oh, is this a little fan? How cute is that? Not sure what that is. Perfume bottle? Maybe just a decoration? I'm wondering if we're making a little perch for our parrot here. Put that down in there. Yeah. I think this might be our little parrot spot. They must have a pet parrot. There's that through there. It didn't want to go in for me. And then you put it on like that. I've never seen them do that before. Here's our little bird. Oh, he's so cute. That is adorable. This piece actually needs to go here. I'm not sure. I missed that somewhere. And then he goes right. Oh, spin him around right. These little round things are so hard to get in sometimes. I can't ever figure out how they're supposed to line up. There we go. Isn't he adorable? All right, we only have 3 bags left. We're on to bag 15. For bag 15, we need this last larger base plate. And we're also going to make another mini doll. Oh, those are kind of crammed in there. Which I believe it is. I believe it's Emma. Now, where is her? I see her head, her hair, and her. Oh, there it is. Couldn't find her torso. She has on quite the sweater. A lot of stripes. And then she also gets a camera in blue. I don't think I've ever seen a blue camera. Brick. Put a nice size lens on it there. And she gets that. Wow. I can't figure out if we have everybody yet. I should count, but we're definitely really growing our collection back there. I can't believe that there's only 3 bags left. You can feel the change of season here in the air. It's still going to be warm for a bit. We are in the south, but you can definitely feel the cooler air in the mornings and kind of that, I don't know, change that seems to start settling in. I think my plants are starting to feel it too, because they just feel like they're slowing down just a bit. They're not quite as vigorous of growth. Now, how in the world? There we go. That would not go in. I really like these kind of domed pieces, these curved on top, but they're kind of difficult to get in and feel like I'm getting them in straight where they line up real nice. And when it's kind of, when they're all over the place and a little wonky, I don't think it looks as good. So whenever I see a row of them going in, I always feel a little stressed. I'm not entirely sure what this is that we're putting together here. They'll all probably hit me in a minute, but let's see, we need another sticker. Like, is it a couch? Not sure. My first reaction was it was a dog bed, but I don't think they have a dog from what I can see. Well, they have a picture. She's drawing a little dog, but I don't think it's a dog bed. Yeah, I think it's just a couch or a big spinning chair. Yeah, that's a nice lounge chair in there. Put a heart in here. Somebody's getting a present. Maybe it's a box of chocolates in a box. Sending some love to their favorite pop singer. It looks like they're gonna start trying to seal up this corner here. I'm kind of curious as to what they're gonna do as far as the design there, because it's not like you could do a floor there because of the way the angles are working. I feel like I'm missing a piece there, just hiding. Let's see. Now, how in the world? Oh, it's going to hang over. Okay. I was trying to cram it up into that angle there, but then, oh wait, no, this way. That wasn't going to work. It'll actually hang over a little bit. I finally got motivated enough to actually start building on the module that I'm doing. I've been procrastinating majorly because I've been kind of scared of it. It's like, it's just like a doorway. You just kind of step over that gap, I guess. But I finally got into the building room and I was like, you're going to actually have to start finishing this project so you can get something else done. And started building on it and started to get a little excited, feeling like, okay, I can do this one. The funny thing is the part that's really scaring me as I'm building up these rock pillars that have the fairy lights built into them so that when I put the crystals on, then the crystals will glow with the fairy lights. I'll show you a picture. But I don't know, there's something about it that just intimidates me because it's like a lot of different elements that I'm trying to work in together to make look nice, and I just get to stressing that maybe it's not looking like I wanted to, or is it that I just procrastinated? I'm just like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it, so then I just push it to the side. But I have forced myself to get in there and build every day this week, and I am getting so excited about this. Now all I want to do is go in and be in the building room because it's really starting to actually come together and look like what I was kind of hoping it would look like. So we'll see. We'll see if I can stay motivated. But usually if I get excited about something, then I do the complete opposite of what I did to start with, and that's procrastinate. Then I go completely the other way. I'm just obsessed, and you can't get me out of the building room. And Matt's kind of like, well, I'll get my wife back when she's done with the build. I'm trying not to turn into that monster this time, but there's definitely a chance of that happening. I can already feel it coming on. This goes in there, I think. This is probably the roof piece for this. Oh, how nice. They have a fire pit up there. Go. I like when they do these designs with these little quarter circles. I would love to be able to really work with those. You could create some incredible artwork with those, I think. Put our little flames on here. And the Christmas decoration. Table decoration that they just released and I put up. I'm still kind of laughing about there's this big old candle in the center of it and this little bitty flame on top. And the parts that they use, the pieces that they use, that's the piece that would fit in there. I'm not entirely sure if another one would, but it was still really funny to them put this tiny little bitty flame. I'm like, the candles struggle a little bit. It's good because it makes me smile. That goes into there. Okay. We're putting in that flooring that they like to put around here. It kind of looks like a just fancy deck or something flooring. We need to put this piece here. I'm not sure what they're doing. Oh, it's like a table. It's like a glass table. It's an interesting way of making one. That's really cool. Look at that. Working in the center studs of everything. I'm telling you, sometimes my camcorder has a mind of its own. It just all of a sudden decided to get tired or something. I don't know. I think this is going to be a boom box. It's kind of cute. Now, what did I do? Kind of almost looks like a robot, though. Maybe it's a karaoke machine. Oh, we have to put another sticker up here on top. There's a lot of laws on it. This little sticker, because it's telling us the words to sing. Oh, that's not going on just right. See if we can get it on there a little bit better. That's not too bad. Yeah, I think it's a karaoke machine. Here we've got some microphones to use. Now they know how to party in this house. Alright, so it's going to go up here on top of this. Push it all down. Nice and snug. Why do you not want to go in? Oh. Those sloped pieces, the inverted slope pieces can really do a number. It's like when you put a top plate on, sometimes they'll like kind of angle downwards and then you have a problem. Kind of have to check underneath of those and see if they're behaving themselves, because they have a tendency to not want to and cause problems. And we're going to do 2 of those. I think we just built up. And they're going to go front here and then underneath of it down there. I feel like kind of flew through that bag. Let me see here. This piece down here needs to come over one. So when you put this on like that, didn't catch that when they were putting it in. The outside design of this home is so cool. They're doing with it. Very cool. You might be hearing Teddy Joe. She's been having a lot of fun recently with all of the animals that kind of roam around outside. She's always finding mischief that she can get into. She loves these little lizards that we have. She's always trying to find them. They'll go into a little crack somewhere under a piece of wood, and there she is. She's spends hours just waiting for them to come out. The good news is that they are smarter than her, and so normally she doesn't get anywhere close to them, but you definitely don't want her to get close to them. Leave the poor lizards alone. So now we're going to put these in. And it looks like the pinks. Oh, I was trying to put it in between the little clasp. Not in them. So there's 4 pinks. I think they're all the same. For some reason I was thinking the pinks might be different colors, but they're not. I'm trying to straighten them up. The big hands are in the way. And then orange goes in. And then the 2 yellow. Makes a satisfying click. One more. There we go. We have one more outside covering to do. And then we'll be done with this bag. So then this goes down here. So it kind of matches the top part. Although it doesn't connect up there, it just kind of hangs over a little bit. All right, we're going to move on to bag 16. It is not a Monday, but my camera is acting like it is. I can film for hours and hours and hours, day after day, and it's fine. Perfect. Always stays in focus, knows exactly what to do, and then all of a sudden a day will come where it decides, I'm going to be temperamental. I'm going to do whatever I want to do today, and I have to keep shifting it and keep getting it to try to focus, and it is so frustrating, and I cannot figure out. I've got the wrong size here. They're all, there we go. I need that to only be 6 long. That goes up there. A little chair. And I can't figure out why it does that. And then all of a sudden, it just goes back to being completely normal and fine and not causing any problems. And I am no clue what its problem is. Probably should sit down and give it a good talking to, but oh, here's another one chair, and this one also spins around. Cool. All right, we're going to actually put it up on top of the house. Now this could be a little interesting because I think this area right here on it is supposed to go into that hole to connect it all in. I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right. So we're going to push it down, and I think it only connects there, and then it just rests on all of these gray smooth pieces. So, wow, fancy. All right, have that on, and now we're going to work on sealing this up over here. Does not want to go on. It says nope. I'm going my own way today. Let's see, we need another one of these ankles there. We're just going to cover this floor up. Let's put this in first, because that'll then tell us exactly where that's supposed to go. Now, we're going to take some pieces, and my gut's telling me that we're going to actually make the elevator components that make it work. At least I think so. Oops. There we go. That was a little sneaky. That in there. I could not find that piece. It's funny how it's alternating. Put a pin in the bottom of this and then put it up the bottom. Now it's going to go here, and they say to make sure that this black pin is on the right side. I need another gear. I've been excited about this part. And that one's going to go. Now when you push this down in, you've got to fit it into those gray corkscrews that's work in the elevator. And yep, it's moving up. Kind of painful to turn it that way, but I'm sure they're going to do something better. Just want to make sure that we can spin it before we seal it all up here, probably. Oh, wait. That comes over one. Yeah, like that. Getting so excited because I feel like we're getting so close to the end and that it's going to be done soon. It's going to be such a nice looking house. Let's see. We're really going to close this in here. A little top part. I think we're going to build up and then put a nice knob on top so that we can be able to really work that elevator nicely without hurting our fingers. Put these all the way around. I'm tempted to put this downstairs. Normally I have all of my friends' sets upstairs displayed, but this one is so nice. I just kind of want to display it at a place where I may be able to see it a little bit more often. Ooh, that's fancy. The orange pieces. It's so funny because I don't decorate in orange. I don't really wear orange a lot, but I love it. Every time I see orange, I get excited. Maybe I'm scared to use it in decorations and such. Maybe I shouldn't be. Such a fun color. Now, how is that? Oh my goodness, these are in the wrong spot. Let's see if we can get them up. This is going to be tricky. That wasn't too bad. They have to come in one. I'm like, this blue piece is not going to fit. So there's a hole there still. And then the blue piece goes on. They are really covering this up, aren't they? This little spot on top has gotten very intense. I didn't expect for it to be this sealed, just for the turning knob for the elevator. But it's probably a part of the design of the outside of the house, I'm guessing. Making it a special top. Oops. There. Oh, well, this makes more sense. My guess, solar panels. It's a self-sufficient house. That's crooked. Oh boy. That was crooked. Camera's not working. Stickers don't want to behave. It's not perfect, but... So that's what this thing is up here. It's the power source for the house. I've actually noticed that, coming out in quite a few sets. They had it in the Friends Space set. They had it, that it was kind of solar up there and they were providing their own power. which I think is cool. I'd like to see that being built in. I need to make 2 of those. I think the idea of using solar power in your home is really lovely. Definitely something that I would enjoy being able to do at some point. Yeah, that is a big old power source up there now. I'm going to do 2 of these because it's going to go on here on each side. I was like, what in the world is this huge contraption being built up? Well, now it all makes sense, doesn't it? And here's our knob to turn our elevator. That's much easier, actually. And he's going up. You can kind of see him going up there. That's really cool. All right, now we're going to build a little, that one looks like a little flower pot. Let's see here. Up on top of our roof, and then we might actually be getting done with that portion. We have 1 more bag left, and I think that it's probably, oh, don't pop up. I think it's probably our little garden area over there that I kept wondering about, and now they actually might finally do something with it. The sides of our pot on here. They took enough time to get back to it, though. It's funny how we built up the groundwork for it, but then they didn't actually do anything with it. They saved the best for last, maybe. Oops. Put some little, definitely get a feeling of like succulents, a more dry and arid climate with the plants that they're putting in. And this goes right here, I believe. Wow. So that's the top of it. I'm kind of, these little things right here, they're kind of left, and I'm not sure what this is, so I'm wondering if we still get to do a little something up here, because otherwise I have no clue what all of this is over here. All right, bag 17. Our last mini doll in our last bag, and I believe this is Stephanie. She's got a nice ponytail. Purple and gold outfits, very nice. Now we have all of our friends, and I think I might actually get some answers as to this part up here that was bothering me. If I had just been patient. I think we're going to put some plants in over here. Our little green horns. Not sure I've ever seen them in green. That's awesome. That is awesome. This set has definitely exceeded expectations. I knew I was excited about picking it up. Actually, I think that might be purple, not pink. And it took me forever. It was released a little bit ago, but it was worth wait. I'm really excited that I have it now in the collection. They're doing such an amazing job with these sets and this Friends line. I get so excited every time that they release something new. I'm really looking forward to getting some of the town pieces that are sets that they released. They have, I think they released a hospital, and it's like a shopping area. Definitely need to be focused on picking those up, because it is, I'm just so impressed every single time I add something else in. I'm trying to figure out what I'm missing here. A blue one right there, and then we need that right there. I think that's complete, and then we're going to put that up here. I'm going to kind of wedge in there. So I'm making a little garden up here on top. Oh, those little things. It's a bench. There we go. Kind of thought a little interesting what that is. It's just got a little candle to it. It's like a little, oh, maybe it's like one of those lamps that keep the bugs out. Still not 100% sure what this little thing is. Maybe it's just like a little pond. Ah, won't go in. I'm not sure anything's working well today. Camera, fingers, pieces. Everything is on strike. It's one of those days. Put that on. Ooh, fun. Now, that goes, that's a big old plant. He's happy. Oh, it's a waterfall. Oh, I love waterfalls. Oh, this makes me so happy. Look at this. Okay, it is. It's like a little pond up here that then flows down. Serious pipes bringing that all back up to our little area down here. Oh. Now I love this even more. I'll move here any day. Little fish. I love it when they put the little fish in. How brilliant. How did I miss that this had a waterfall in it? I really got to pay attention to the boxes more. I think I do it deliberately so that I can be surprised, but sometimes it's like, yeah, well, how did you miss that? That was a little obvious. I'm going to have to look at the box now and see how obvious the waterfall was, because I had no clue. Did not catch that. But that's okay. It makes it so special. I'm going to put in some little flowers here. Wow. What a lovely house. Somebody really outdid themselves designing this. All right, we're going to jump back down now, and we're going to put in that garden down here on the bottom. Just a small little pile left, and then we're going to be all done. I think we get to build up a really gorgeous palm tree too. See, that goes there. Oops. And that goes back in here. Oh, we get to build our very cool plants that we built up here on the front. Of course, that little flower does not want to go into the base. This fern in this color. I'm looking for another purple and I'm not seeing it. I think it's because this one's supposed to be blue, so I can put the purple up here, and I messed that up. We'll put the blue back there. Now, let's see if we can remember how to do this. Go. I love this design. This is so cool. I think I should spend a day or a week just trying to come up with really cool plant ideas like this. Wouldn't it be cool if you could make like a really big botanical display? A little personal botanical gardens in your house or something. Here we go. That goes there. If you've watched me enough, you know how much I love plants. There's just something so special about them. I was out working in the garden last night, and it's just something, I don't know, very soothing about being out with them. I very much enjoy that. I think the dogs are all malfunctioning today too outside. All I'm hearing is chaos and barking, and my goodness, it really is one of those days. Now this is going to go in here. We put that flower on the bottom so that it could fit in there. And this one goes down here. This big old leafy thing. I kept seeing this piece down here, and I'm like, what is this supposed to go to? Remember our little bottle that we put up there? It goes onto that. Like, I don't know how to use that piece. All right, I'm going to move this out of the way because we are going to build our palm tree now. It looks like it could be pretty involved. I think it's a pretty impressive palm. Going to have a lot going into it. And this is another tree. I just cannot get over how many different types of trees that they have been putting into the builds. It seems like every single set that has a tree in it that I have been doing recently has a different style. Like, they're not copying, they're constantly creating something new and cool. So this is, I would say, probably the first palm tree that I've really done this extensively. They have come such a long way, haven't they, in their plant design. Let's see. I'm going to put these down first, and then fit down in there, and then this piece is going to go on. Wow. It's really cool. I was like, something's really wrong here. No. Oh, they go right in the middle. I'm like, I have a lot of ferns left over. What in the world am I doing wrong? Something is... Oh, okay. I think we put them there, and then they kind of overlap themselves, and then you do the same over here. Maybe like that. Although, well, now I can't figure out where that goes. Maybe there and there. Okay. There's two of them. We have to make two of them. That's why there's so many ferns left over our palm branches. Call them palm branches in here because that's what they're being used as. A really tall stem. I can't keep going with it. Yeah, I got to the end here and it said do two, and I was like, oh, I thought we were just doing one huge one. That would make sense, wouldn't it? And this goes on here. And then, one of them is going to be taller than the other, though, because we did build up something here. But we'll set that to the side, and we're going to go back. Go back, and we're going to do it all over again. Sometimes I'm really good at spotting the part that says that it's supposed to be done twice, and other times my eyes completely miss it. But I should have caught on quicker with as many of the pieces I was seeing and not using. That goes on. Okay. It actually built up really quickly at this point. Oh. Pushed right through there, didn't it? Wow. Watch where your fingers are. To pop things off. Real easy. And then, yep, get close to the top. Such a beautiful house with all these gorgeous plants. Okay, I'm going to put these in like this. And then do the opposite corner. It's kind of weird. I would think that you just put 4 of them around, but I think they're trying to kind of create a cool little look here like that. Not bad. It's kind of funny. They've got it where you go here and here, and then you just start working off each end. But you could just work off of one end and keep growing it like this, but I suppose it really wouldn't matter either way, as long as at the end you have well, now it does matter because we don't have. How did we manage that? We need one more of these. There appears to be an extra one, which doesn't actually make a lot of sense. They would usually never give an extra one of those. Okay. Well, let's put these trees on there and finish this build. All right. Our final pieces are going in. One goes here and one goes down there, and the entire set is done. It is crazy fabulous. It's just gorgeous. Let's put the car in here. And all of our friends can come in. Thank you so much for building with me. I had so much fun with this set. It was absolutely amazing and just going to be a lot of fun to put up in our home. And comment, send me a picture of yours in your home. And I will look forward to building again with you very soon.